Hello and welcome to HBM's Crypto-Corner for Wednesday, March 13th, 2019. We have a few things to talk about, so let's get started. Tom Burgess, who runs igrewupstarwars.com, who's actually done a few collaboration videos with Retro Blasting. By the way, check out Retro Blasting. They're great. If you like retro toys and retro cartoon shows, especially from the 70s and 80s, you owe it to yourself to check out Retro Blasting. I just wanted to throw that little plug out there. And check out igrewupstarwars.com as well. Anyway, Tom wrote a very cool little passage about the Bigfoot casebook. Now, for those who don't have the Bigfoot casebook, you're missing out. I'm telling you, you are missing out. It's great. It's one of the first books to really cover reports from outside the Pacific Northwest. And I've reviewed the book before on YouTube. It's on my YouTube channel. So it's not really so much a review as it is an overview of, you might say, his memories of reading this book. And it's cool stuff. It's really good. Tom Burgess is also into everything retro, much like Retro Blasting. Here's a report that occurred over a year ago. A couple sees Bigfoot in northern Ohio near Fremont. Couple said they saw this Bigfoot creature in broad daylight, which it's not unheard of to have a Bigfoot sighting in broad daylight. Nothing unusual. Mark DeWorth, who is a BFRO investigator, took the report. This actually happened over a year ago, but I'm just now coming out with this to talk about it, I guess. Walking from a field, crossing the road, watched it nonstop at 4:30 p.m., a very clear and sunny day. Let's see, 4:30, that would have been Eastern Standard Time, so it was most likely still daylight at that point. Because usually right around the time of daylight savings time down here in the south and in the central time zone, it doesn't get dark until about 4:30 central time. So we have to throw in the factor that this was Eastern Standard Time. Very clear and sunny day. They said that they saw this thing. Seems pretty credible and seems legit to me. Now here's another report from the Buckeye State. Interestingly enough, a 4-foot tall albino Bigfoot. This happened in 2015. The man decided to keep himself anonymous. He told the BFRO he saw this white creature, only 4 foot tall, but it was albino color. Now, let's see, does he say anything about having seen the eyes? Because the eyes would be pink or kind of a reddish color. Amy Boo apparently followed up on the reported sighting. Says she spoke with the eyewitness and that he described the head of the animal as having a dome shape. Now, that has been a hallmark of some reports, where the creature appears to have a dome-shaped head, which would factor in the cone shape or the dome shape. It would be a cone shape or a dome shape. That would definitely fit in with some reports. Now, I mean, some witnesses claim they've seen a Bigfoot that had a round head. So it's entirely possible some of them may have the cone-shaped head, some of them may not. Some of them may have the high peak, perhaps, at the back of their head. They may have the high peak going up from the forehead. Who knows? Or from the brow ridge. Bigfoot may be the same as humans as far as they may have varieties in their head shapes, and varieties in size, varieties in other factors. Momo is here. The book Momo, The Strange Case of the Missouri Monster by Lyle Blackburn. It's available now at monstrobizarro.com. I believe you can also get it on Amazon. But I believe you can pre-order it right now. You can order the autographed paperback direct from the author, shipping in mid-March. Now, it's March 13th right now, so this could possibly ship out, sometime around, it'd be sometime around possibly this time of the year. So I would recommend getting it, especially if you enjoyed Lyle's first 3 books, along with the Monstro Bizarro magazine, you might say. But definitely I would recommend anything by Lyle Blackburn. He hasn't written a bad book yet, and I think this is going to be another great one from Mr. Blackburn. White Bigfoot spotted in Arkansas, so it's not unusual to see white Bigfoot. Arkansas man spotted a white ape in Logan County. Man said he was on vacation with his family to visit relatives. Said he saw it walking along a barbed wire fence. Told of his encounter to Carter Bushart. This actually happened in the summer of 1975, so it's been nearly, can you believe it, nearly 45 years since this sighting occurred. He probably kept it to himself for years, fearing nobody would believe him. A lot of witnesses will do that. They won't say anything to anyone about their sighting because they'll be considered not very credible or just plain out crazy. But I have a special affinity for those who see white Bigfoot, because the one that I saw was white, or dirty white, off-white. So I guess for that reason, I pay special attention to those who've seen white Bigfoot, because I sort of identify with them, I understand them. It's unusual enough to see a large or even a short, hairy, man-like creature. But when you see something that is of a different color than your normal Bigfoot sighting, then that really kind of adds an interesting element to it. So I suppose I sort of empathize with those who've had the sightings of the white Bigfoot and didn't know who to tell about this. Finally, a website that I do want to recommend everybody check out is falkmonster.net. This is the official website of the Falk Monster. There's also the Legend of Boggy Creek, legendofboggycreek.com, which I also highly recommend. This is really about the entity itself, the Falk Monster. This is not about, or the Boggy Creek Monster. This is not about the movie The Legend of Boggy Creek. The site, legendofboggycreek.com, is about that particular movie, and it's also about the restoration efforts that are being undertaken by Pamela Pierce Barcelo on the movie, which will be shown in June in Texarkana, Texas, at the same theater where the movie originally premiered in 1972. But no, this site is more about the Fount Monster in general, or the Boggy Creek Monster, or the Beast of Boggy Creek. And there's also a link to Lyle's online store, which is Monstro Bizarro. Right here is the Momo, the Strange Case of the Missouri Monster. Also, all kinds of great items for sale at this particular site. T-shirts, books, DVDs, all kinds of interesting stuff. So there you go. And folks, I do believe that'll about cover it for this week. I want to thank you very much once again for tuning in. I know I say this every week, but I'm going to keep saying it. You guys are the heart of the show. You guys keep this show going. You keep me going with your encouraging messages. I've gotten several great encouragements from folks like Hugh Phillips and Mick Siphon and others who have really kind of kept me going. So I'm appreciative to those guys and to their encouragement and their kind words. So anyhow, you guys know what I always say. Y'all be good or be good at it. This is May-HBM's Crypto Corner.